Sands is a proud sponsor of the Long Island Tea Podcast.
With incomparable luxury, Sands leaves nothing to the imagination. To learn more, visit sandsnewyork.com.
We are the Long Island Tea, where we spill the tea.
It's true. We're from Long Island, so we say, how you doing? How you doing?
I don't.
We're in the middle of the vines.
Yes.
Because it's Memorial Weekend. So
It's
there's
kickoff. We're here. It's summertime. Long Island wine of the week.
I'm thankful for our hot teas.
Yes. That's like such a Long Island thing.
We're just talking about real life.
Right.
That's what we do. Welcome back to Long Island Tea, where we spill the tea on living your best Long Island life. I'm Kristen.
And I'm Sharon. Welcome back.
Welcome back. I can smell this pumpkin bread, and it's driving me insane. We're going to have like a fun taste of today, but it's been super busy, but a beautiful week here on Long Island. So I'll ask you, how you doing?
How you doing? I'm doing great. It's been a great week. The weather, what's happening?
It's awesome.
I love it.
I think that's what. Yeah, it's really great because it's nice in the mornings and at night. But it's been a beautiful weekend or a week, because I think it was last weekend was the 7th weekend in a row that it had rained.
Yes.
It's beautiful during the week,
Yeah.
and then every weekend everything gets rained out.
It's so funny. Local News 12.
Yeah.
The meteorologist is always getting yelled at every morning.
Yeah.
Like it's his fault. I felt so bad. I'm like, this poor dude.
Yeah, he doesn't make the weather. He just
Right.
reports it.
Right.
Everybody calm down. If he reports it correctly, now that's a different situation.
Yes.
But no, it's been a beautiful, gorgeous, full color week. And I was going to tell you, Tegan did my nails. Alyssa was
they're
commenting
so
on them.
Cute.
They're little ghosts and little Halloween.
I know. This morning we're on a meeting and you're like, clowns? I have clowns.
I was like, they're
I'm
clowns.
like,
No, they're ghosts.
They're
Sorry.
ghosts.
But I got her this. She wanted this gel nail thing to do at home. And I said, on one condition. And she was willing to pay for it herself. But I was like, I need my nails done. And
Yeah.
as long as it saves me money.
Yeah.
And she did it. And it was great.
And they're so cute.
And it already paid for itself.
Yeah, that's
so I'm like,
awesome.
awesome. And I was saying the best part of it was having my 16-year-old daughter spend 1 hour of dedicated time with me, like holding my hand while
Yes,
she
I
like
love
painstakingly drew little ghosts and stuff on my nails. I was
So
like,
cute.
oh, that was worth the price of admission
Yes.
right there. I was like, this is so cute. So
Put it on the Amazon shop.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I'll put it. I'll put it on the Amazon shop. Yes, because if you have a teenage daughter and you buy it for her, then she'll do it for you and she'll hold your hand
Yeah.
the whole time.
It's so cute.
Yeah, just a little mom hack
It's
there.
like, when does it stop? Because Everly's 4 and she's already like not wanting to hold my hand.
Oh, that's so sad.
We're like walking in the park. I'm like, it's a parking lot. You need to hold my hand.
What?
No.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know when it stops, but I do miss those little days, especially when we get near Halloween and
Yeah.
the costumes aren't the same, and you're just like, so sad. But that was fun. So Tegan did my nails this week, which was really fun, and it's been super busy work-wise. I was at the multiple events yesterday, but one of them was the Melville Chamber of Commerce.
Yes.
Business Expo, where we had a booth, and I also provided the keynote,
I love that.
which was really fun. I basically got up there and talked about how great Long Island is.
Yeah.
That's my job.
Yeah.
Isn't that awesome?
How
My
lucky
job
are
is to talk
we?
about how great Long Island is.
I love it.
It's pretty good. And then tonight, I have a late night because I'll
Yeah.
be at this group of investors. It's called Full Spectrum Financial.
Okay.
And they do like financial consulting, like wealth investments or whatever. But I was invited by PH Consulting and Media, who saw me at an event at the
Yeah.
Garden City Hotel. And they were like, we need someone to come for these very like high-end investors and talk about how great it is to just stay and live on Long Island.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, sure.
I'll be there.
No, I mean, it's a great gig, but also I'm tired.
Yeah. No, it is
You
a
know,
great gig.
starts
And
at
you go-
7 o'clock at
Yeah.
night, and it's an hour away.
Yeah, from your house.
It's in Mutton Town.
Mutton Town.
I'm like, so I'll be in
Country
Mutton
Club.
Town
It's gonna
tonight.
be nice though.
I know. Yeah, it will be nice at the country club. And it's always like a feel good
Yeah.
crowd. And then tomorrow, you and I head to the city.
I know. I'm so excited.
The city for the Women in Hospitality annual event that we go
love
to.
that.
Me too.
It's really a good event. Last year we met Vera Bradley.
Oh my God, I know.
That was amazing.
I still have my Vera Bradley
Me too.
makeup
That's
bag.
my travel bag.
In fact, we still have Tegan went with me last year because it was on the day that she was off school. I don't remember if it was election day or if it was Veterans Day, but she was off school, so she
Right.
went with me, and she took Barbara Bradley's because it's Barbara Bradley
Right.
that
Sorry,
oversees
yes.
Vera Bradley. She took her name tent.
Oh, she did?
And it's still in our
Aw.
mud room.
I love that.
It
That's
still
so
says
cute.
Vera Bradley or
Aw.
Barbara Bradley. So yeah, it's gonna be hard to top.
I wonder who the keynote is.
It's
going
gonna
to be
be.
awesome. But we met such incredible women there last
did.
year, and we still keep in touch with a few of them. I love it.
It was very inspiring,
Yeah.
and thought provoking. So I'm looking forward to that and going to the CelebriTEA. And plus, I was telling you that have you started Christmas shopping?
No, and you're stressing me out.
I know. Sorry, I've started. Especially anytime I'm going to go to the city.
Yeah, no, I know.
I
You
try
take
to
that opportunity.
get a couple things.
Yeah.
You know.
But even so, like the commercials now, they're straight on, full on holiday. They're like, what happened to Thanksgiving?
I know.
Like
I know. It's annoying, but
annoying.
also I'm kind of proud of myself because I usually wait till
Yeah,
the last
no,
minute.
that's awesome.
And this year it's the Today Show's fault. I told Thomas, you cannot leave the room while the Today Show is on because then Jill comes on with her Today Show steals and deals.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, how can I not get that?
Yeah.
It's like 80% off. I'm literally QR coding like buy.
And
Michael's
that's
over there
what's
laughing
so
at me. 'Cause
dangerous.
I told Thomas, like, I have 4 packages coming our way.
Yeah, it's dangerous because they put the QR code right up there. And you're
Yes.
like, okay, why not?
Exactly. It's different when you used to have to go to the website, but now I just hold my phone over and they all pop up and it's like Apple Pay.
Yeah.
It's way too easy.
That's hard.
But I've already bought a bunch of stuff.
That's awesome.
But then the funny thing is, I was telling the girls, because they send me their Christmas lists, very detailed with specific links and photos.
I love that. That's awesome.
And the price. They're like, here's the price, here's the link. And they send me a lot of options that I can work from. So they're not just sending me everything they want, but they're sending me a lot of ideas that I can pick and choose from. Because apparently I'm not only known in the office for not giving good gifts or for going off the rails. I'm known about that in my family. So they want to make sure I have all the information in advance.
Oh my gosh.
So I told them, I was like, oh, I already did some Christmas shopping. And they're like, what?
Stop.
You're going off the list already?
so
No.
funny.
I'm like, it wasn't for you. It's for other
calm
family
down.
members. Calm down. I'm going to go off your list. So
Oh my God, that's so funny.
yeah, they sent me their
love
list.
that.
I know. And then I'm back in the city because we're at the International Travel Show this weekend.
Yeah, that's so awesome.
At Javits Center, which is like travel and leisure, big giant. It's like trade on Thursday and Friday, and then Consumer Day on Saturday. So I'm going to go on Consumer Day,
Good.
see the
Yeah,
team
that's
that's there,
great.
check it out,
Good.
and take T in.
Awesome.
Hopefully Thomas, and then do some shopping
Yeah,
in the city.
I
This is
love
the
that.
best time to go to the city.
It really is.
Well, they get like I can't remember how many 60 million, 68 million visitors in
Between-
New York City between Thanksgiving and the end of the year.
Yeah, it's crazy. And you don't even realize how, like, we take it for granted all the time.
Right.
Like we can go in a minute,
We're like, which train are you going to get on?
Right. Such a
Are you
New
going to
York
get on that
problem.
one that like skirts us in at the last minute?
Yeah.
Are we going to go in early? I don't know. We'll just see which train we catch.
Yeah,
Whichever
exactly.
one. We'll get to the train, whichever one we catch. And then we'll just make it happen.
I love it.
We'll just walk over from, are you going to go to Penn or Grand Central?
Exactly.
I don't know. We can choose. I know. It's pretty awesome. Like, where are we going to go to lunch?
I know.
While we're there. I mean, it's great.
It's awesome.
We're very lucky. So it's very busy. And then it's also budget season, which has been like stab my eyes out.
I know. I know.
But also exciting.
Yeah. It
to
is.
plan for
It's
next year.
Very exciting.
It's already 2024 in my mind.
Right.
It's already done.
I know.
I'm into next year.
Crazy.
I know. And we've already missed a bunch of things that we were going to do in January, February because we're too busy. So too late.
Oh, we missed
It's
some
March.
deadlines. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Because you've got to plan that stuff like a year in advance.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
it's like everything's sold out. A lot of the shows, things are sold
Well,
out.
I'm noticing that. I don't know if you're noticing that, but all the emails coming in through the shows, like early bird registration starting November for
Crazy.
IPW or
And they sell out.
they sell it quickly.
I know. Everybody in our industry was in the UK for Brand USA's International UK Day. And I was like, I didn't realize every single other person was going.
Right.
And so we called probably like 6 weeks or 2 months before to inquire about it. And they're like, oh, sorry, sold out.
Sold out.
I had to tell Doris, I'm like, sign up for next year.
Yeah.
Next November.
Right.
Because if you're not, everybody's there. Anyway, and we can't have Long Island not on the map
Right.
at these things.
We work so hard.
I know. We've got to be there. And but we actually have Alfredo on our team in the UK. I think he's in Germany technically, but he'll go to the UK next week as we speak.
Right.
With I Love New York, speaking with the New York
Sales
delegation.
mission.
So
I
we're
love
there,
it.
everybody. Don't worry. We're not representing you.
We are covered.
But, we want to be everywhere where people are talking about travel, and especially New York and the United States. We want to make sure Long Island is top of mind.
Yeah.
That's our job.
It's our job. It's what we're here to do.
You know what else is top of mind is this taste of Long Island.
I know. It looks
mostly
and
because I can
smells
smell
so
it.
good.
And Alyssa and Michael did a really cute job of making it look cute on YouTube if you're watching it.
So cute. So this is because it's National Pumpkin Day. White Post Farms pumpkin bread and pumpkin bread ice cream.
I've
so
never
the
had
ice
pumpkin
cream
bread.
that you're eating right now is made with this actual bread, like mixed in.
That's amazing.
So good.
So good, Sharon. Oh my God.
I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, it's really, really delicious. I just took a bite of it. It's really pumpkin spicy though. White Post
I
Farms
do love them.
is amazing, and it's funny. I was going to a meeting in Melville, and I drove by it, and I'm like, "This is where White Post Farms is."
Yeah.
It's like super in the middle of Long Island.
It's so
You
cute.
think all the farms are east, out
Right.
east. It's,
And this one is
right.
huge, and it's really great for, young birthday parties and
Yeah.
stuff like that. They do a lot for the community.
White Post Farms.
And this is the one with the giraffe, right? What
The
was
baby
What
giraffe?
was the baby giraffe? Savannah.
Savannah, and it's right off the LIE. It's like
Yeah, so
super
easy.
convenient. And Bree and Chris did an LITV there.
Yeah.
So if you want to go check it out on YouTube on
So
Discover
cute.
Long Island and Why, you can actually do like a little mini tour, and Bree's there showing you all around.
And they're open through November, but the farm market is open year round.
Oh,
so they
is it
have
really?
a farm market. It's locally sourced produce for 65 years. Pies, breads, and baked goods are all family recipes.
This is so perfect to just for all of your holiday stuff.
I know.
This pumpkin bread,
These
I'm just
pies,
gonna- oh my
like,
God,
I love a pie.
it's so good. I'm gonna move that because I need to eat some of this. I'm starving.
Smells
It's
so good.
Smells
I
so
smell
good.
the cinnamon and the nutmeg. It's so good.
The cinnamon is amazing. Okay, so thank you to White Post Farms.
And everything that they make is made right on the farm. That's so cute.
That's crazy. It's huge.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's huge, and it's perfect for families, especially if you have people in town, your kids are off school for Election Day or Veterans Day.
And the weather that we've been having this week.
Oh, my
and
God.
this weekend coming
Perfect.
up. Unbelievable.
It's perfect. All right, so what else? We have a bunch of stuff on Long Island going on, actually, like not just spooky stuff, but like actually fall stuff. Oh, first, they gave us some Billy Joel tea. Because, Billy Joel is
Long Island icon.
He's our Long Island icon.
Yeah.
So we've been kind of teasing this for the tea for a while, the Long Island Music and Entertainment Hall of Fame.
Yes.
That they were having something big coming. And we can finally announce it because they announced it, that they were having the My Life Billy Joel exhibit. It opens on November 24th, and it actually has personal memorabilia. Billy Joel is very involved in this exhibit, and he's donated a bunch of his personal memorabilia. So this isn't just somebody doing it on his behalf.
Right.
He's really behind it and supporting
he's Long Island. He's Mr.
Yeah.
Long Island. If anybody's Mr. Long Island, it's Billy Joel.
Yes, and that is right there in downtown Stony Brook.
Yeah, and I mentioned that last week's pod that Oyster Bay was donating a street on honoring him, but they actually honored him. Oyster Bay is his hometown, and they dedicated a street to him known as Billy Joel Way.
I saw he was there doing that too.
Yeah, isn't that cute?
He was I love how he's so involved.
Yeah.
He
Like
goes
he
to
actually
everything.
shows up. That's what I love.
I mean, this is big.
Yeah.
And we talked about his birthday last, being at Madison Square Garden in May, on May 9th, his 75th birthday. But this says his final show, his final residency at Madison Square Garden after 10 years is going to conclude with his 150th lifetime performance at the venue.
150th.
Just at that one venue.
That's so crazy.
In July 2024. So I'm thinking, obviously, birthday gift for me.
Yes.
Oops,
Thomas.
He'll be there May 9th on his birthday,
But he'll
and
be on-
July 9th on my birthday.
Oh.
I don't know that it's July 9th, by the way. That's just when I
just making
wanted
it
it.
up.
Yeah. Billy, if you're listening. July 9th works for me. Thanks in advance. Actually, it
love
doesn't matter.
that.
It'll be my birthday no matter which day it is. So that's really cool.
That is really cool.
Like
I
a lot
love
of
that.
things happening with Billy Joel. He's still
Absolutely.
just like trucking.
He is. He's
still-
75. He looks great.
Yeah. And he's
awesome.
performing at the top of his game.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So that's kind of, for those of us that are old, it's like inspiring.
It is.
Way to go, Billy. What else is going on?
So Native American Heritage Month is this month. A lot of people don't realize that a lot of Long Island towns and places are named after tribes.
Yep.
13 tribes or groups of Indians. I am going to do my best with trying to announce them. The Canarsie tribe, Rockaway tribe, Merrick tribe, Massapequa. What is that? Marsapeg, Secatog. I don't want to.
Unketchog.
Unketchog lived on the South Shore, and on the north were the Mattanook. This is just
Sharon can't say it.
I can't. Nessaquak, Settlecott, and Corchog.
Okay. And on the east end were the Shinnecock, Manhasset, and the Montauks. I got the easy ones.
Come on. I know. But that's why I think a lot of people don't realize that a lot of our town names are named after
That's
tribes.
why, like, so many of our town names and village names are very, like, difficult to pronounce, and nobody from Long Island that's not from Long Island can pronounce them. And people on Long Island, like us, still struggle. But just really excited to celebrate Native American Heritage Month.
Yes. You know what else is coming up?
What's that?
Long Island Restaurant Week. I'm so excited. City Cellar in Westbury, Arlo Kitchen and Bar in Northport, Chops in Patchogue, Drift 82 in Patchogue, H2O Seafood in Smithtown, Salt and Barrel in Bayshore, and Indigo Bistro 72 Riverhead are just some of our partners that are participating in Long Island Restaurant Week.
Yeah.
Super excited.
And there's a bunch.
There is a bunch.
And they're really reasonably priced.
Yeah. So the restaurant week is when they do like a prefix menu. So good.
I love it.
Yeah.
And it's all over Long Island. So wherever you are, you can find a restaurant near you. I love Restaurant Week. We really appreciate working with them. I feel like there's so much happening. I feel like the holidays are coming at us like a freight train.
Yeah. Yeah, you're stressing me out.
Scary. I have to tell you, I thought we would provide, this is just off the top of my head, but I heard this other the podcast You Can Sip With Us that you and I love to listen to. I hadn't listened to them in a while, so I tuned back in. And they had, if you're going to like a bunch of potlucks or parties and you need to bring a dish, in particular a side dish, they had the best recipe for a side dish. So I made it over the weekend.
Okay.
I'm going to give it to you because it's super easy.
Love it.
So and it's also healthy, by the way. P.S. Broccoli in like a 9x13 pan. You put fresh broccoli, and then you put olive oil, drizzle it with olive oil, salt, pepper, little garlic, salt, whatever you like to season it with. You bake it on 400 for 20 minutes. Okay. You take it out, and then you smother it with hummus.
Oh.
And like either a Costco size thing or 2 hummus, because it takes a lot to smother that. You cover it. Yeah. And on top of the hummus, grated Parmesan cheese.
What?
Maybe it's shredded. Grated. I always get those two confused. But the longer ones, like the Parmesan cheese that make the cheese crisps.
Yeah.
And pop it, a little paprika if you want. Pop it back in, 20 more minutes, boom.
That sounds delicious.
And it's like awesome. And it's different.
It is different. I love that.
And it's easy.
Yeah. Like super easy ingredients.
Yeah. So, and I've got another one that I'll share with you in another episode, but I thought we'd start giving I want you to bring some.
Okay.
Especially as people are in the holiday season, everyone's busy, you're going to parties, you're going to need some life hacks.
You know what I love about that one specific? It's you can eat it as a side dish or you can eat it as like a little appetizer with,
it looks good. It smells great.
Yeah.
It's healthy. I think it's keto.
Yeah.
Right. And all of those things. So
I love that.
And it's a vegetable. I mean, come on.
I actually love doing that. I love like roasted cauliflower.
I know.
Like doing exactly that. A little bit of olive oil, a little bit of pepper.
Yes.
Paprika.
I know. I think the hummus like leveled it up because I've never heard of that.
Never heard of that.
Hummus, but it's great. Yeah. Oh, and you could, my family used it as like a dip.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you can do it as an app. I love that.
So you're welcome for that.
Thank
and we will
you.
put that recipe on our notes.
That's some
But I got that from You Can Sip With Us.
Okay.
So I want to give those ladies
a little
credit.
Shout out.
Because I've literally listened to them and I pulled over and I wrote it down.
You're like, hold on.
In my car. And then I made it that weekend. I'm like, and then it was awesome.
Speaking of pulling over, you should tell me the story that you alluded to before.
You know,
so hard.
Why are you so mean to me? Like, okay, so I drive an SUV, right? And I was saying, like, parking lots on Long Island are not my friend. I don't know if they're your friend, but I don't know who developed the parking lots on Long Island, but they're never easy to get in and out of.
Right.
It's like purposefully difficult.
Right.
Do you guys experience that too? I don't know why parking lots are super, super difficult. But I was trying to get to Starbucks, kind of over by Adventureland. And it's on the corner, and I can see it. It's in like a Raymore and Flanagan parking lot, strip mall, on the corner. And so there's a light, so I make a left at the light, and there's a bank, and I go to turn into the bank parking lot, which is right next to Starbucks.
Right.
And I turn in, and there's a total fence there. Nope, you cannot get through. You can see it.
No.
I can touch it. I can almost touch it. Can't get to it. I'm like, and you can't even walk to it. Like, even if I would have parked at the bank, I looked for like a walkable opening. No, they don't want anyone from the bank going to Starbucks or vice versa, apparently. So I'm like, oh my God. So I thought maybe there was a road behind the bank. So I pull out and I go behind the bank thinking it connects literally right here to the strip mall. Nope, goes nowhere. And now there's like trucks behind me because I'm in like an industrial area, and I'm like
honked at.
I'm just pulled over, like I'm frozen. I don't even know what to do. I'm just like in the street. I don't even know. So I need to flip a U to go back to the main street, because now I realize the only way to get there is to go to the next light, make a U at the light, and then come back in. Like, why?
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 Is it so difficult?
It's Starbucks.
Yeah.
And so anyway, I need to flip a U on this like industrial type road, and I kind of gauge that I'm not going to have enough clearance, obviously, but I didn't want to do the 3-point turn, so I just went for it. I just accelerated. Sharon's dying. I'm like, I have an SUV.
You were
That's
telling me
why you
like,
have an SUV.
I just gunned it.
I have not told Thomas the story yet, so I've got to talk to him before he listens to this. And thought I blew out my tire. I mean, I hit this curb. It was much taller than I expected. It was like an explosion. I was like, well, that did not work out the way I had hoped. And but I just kept driving to Starbucks. Yeah, I was like, I'll work on that later. Like, I'll figure that out. And so then I forgot about it when I came out, because I was in a meeting and didn't even think about it until I was driving my car home last night, and my tire thing comes on, like little air pressure, and I was like, okay, right, that happened. But, that's also the time of year because of the weather. So I was like, So this morning, and then I forgot. I got home, and I kind of looked at my tires, and they didn't look flat. And then this morning, it was on again. So I pulled over in the morning where I could see. Like, I did a number on my rim. My rim, Chris is laughing too. Like, it looks like someone just took a hatchet to it. I don't even know what happened. I was like,
oh my God.
Well, it's a good thing I'm not planning on selling this car soon.
And you made it here.
So far, I mean,
still good.
I can see my car from the window, and I keep looking at the tire, like, because I've got to drive to Mutton Town.
I was just thinking that just now. I'm like,
seems
no.
fine. No, I'll take it. I have to take it into maintenance for like oil change and stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna be like, what happened?
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
That's weird.
Yeah, I get that also. Like, Dan's like, what happened to the side of your what? And I'm like,
somebody in the parking lot.
I don't know. Something. Those cones.
And the funny thing, I saw it, and I was like, I'm sure it's fine. It's gonna keep going.
Oh man, that's something similar happened to me. I was pulling into the preschool parking lot, which is nightmare, and they had construction going on, and they had these like big construction cones, and I was like, I got this. I didn't have it.
Don't got it.
So I totally like, it's fine. Knock down the cone, whatever.
At the school, so everyone's watching you. I love that when you're just like pummeling over the cones.
So I have like no idea this is going on, right? So I come home and whatever. And on my passenger side is like orange streaks all down the side. Dan's like, what happened to your car? And I'm like,
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know. And he's like,
fine.
there's like orange paint, orange. And I'm like, oh.
Did it come off?
I don't know. Maybe it was like a shopping cart. Yeah. So I wound up buying like that magical. This happened last year, but that magic. It's on our Amazon shop, like that scuff remover or whatever, and it took it
buff
right
it out.
off.
It'll buff out.
It's fine.
Just buff it. It's my answer to everything. Does that? I wouldn't take it to the detail of the car wash. I'm like, does this buff out? I don't even know what that means, really. But I'm like, does that buff?
Can you buff this?
Do you have a buff? just you buff that out. And, they always know what I mean. I don't know. Like,
and you have no clue. I love that.
I don't know what that means. I was like, I heard someone say that one time, I think. Just buff it out.
Oh, my God.
So anyway, I'm sorry in advance for that. But if one of my kids did that, of course, I'd be enraged.
Oh,
but
sure.
I'm like, listen, learn
Got this.
life lesson.
Just going to get
it. Okay, so I wanted to say a couple of other things. There's a couple of other little events going on that we wanted to mention, just so in case you don't want to hear about Sharon and I ramming into curbs all day. Remember we had Besitos the other day.
So good.
I keep looking at those pictures. Michael's keeps posting them on social media, and I'm like, dang, those tacos.
Those look so good.
And it was so good. And the party that we had after with all that food was also awesome.
That was awesome.
But they're having a Day of the Dead celebration. Remember we were talking about Dia de los Muertos?
Yes.
Which is November 2nd at all of their locations.
That's awesome.
So if you want to paint your face or go get some of those fun
have a delicious spicy margarita.
Yes, or that guac that you love.
I love their guac.
I know.
November 4th, Center for Science Teaching and Learning has their Spooky Fest.
I love them. That's the place. If you don't know, I call it the dinosaur place. Right?
Yeah.
And because they have the most amazing, like, huge dinosaurs.
Yeah, their exhibits
it's
are
really
awesome.
Cool. Yeah, it's a really cool place to go, especially with your kids.
And then November 5th, the Whaling Museum and Education Center of Cold Spring Harbor Stories in Stone Garden Cemetery Tour.
What?
I just said cemetery tour.
Okay. Cemetery tour. Yeah, that's hard to say.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, and that's, and it's the pumpkin bread. I think it's making us crazy.
It is. Well,
it's so delicious.
Rent the runway.
You can never say
it. I never can say it.
You're like, went to one way?
Every time.
Is that from went to one way? I'm like, yes, it is.
It's so funny. I can never say it.
I know. It's funny, though. That's what we love about you, Sharon. Yeah. So a couple of other things. We didn't really get to talk too much about CelebriTEA last week, so I thought we would spend some time on it because much is going on.
So much going on.
For example, let me tell you, because you know what? The other one thing I was going to tell you before you get to CelebriTEA. Sorry, that was a tease.
Okay.
Just one thing, and that I don't know why I'm talking about this. Nobody cares, but it's November, and it's the last 2 months of my Platinum Bar Challenge. Why are you? Which is I should stop eating pumpkin bread, and maybe I wouldn't go to bars so much.
Funny.
But it's consuming my life.
No, I know.
I know you've been with me the whole time, but especially you get to the end of the month because you have to do 15 classes a month every month of the year.
Right.
To make the Platinum
and
Challenge.
You've made it this far. Right. So that's the whole thing.
And it seems easier than it is because of my travel.
Right.
When you're gone, like when I go for Thanksgiving and you're gone a full week.
Yeah.
Or when I've been traveling, then you have to basically go like a crazy person.
Right.
Every other day of the week. And
now,
my life
I want to ask you, when you go for Thanksgiving, will you go to your old bar studio?
I do sometimes, but it doesn't count.
Oh, that's terrible.
No, my old bar studio closed down. And so the pure bars I go to every now and then I go, they don't really know me. I mean, I'm in the system, but they don't know me.
Right.
Oh my God. One time we were at bar. I was with my best friend, Jay. It's one of my favorite bar stories because bar is like, it's like it's like ballet bar, but not really ballet. It's like Pilates kind of thing.
Right.
We're leaving and we were so tired that morning because I think we got out the night before, and we're leaving and the bar instructor comes over and she's like, "Oh my God, are you guys dancers?" And we were like, and sure enough, she's talking to people behind us. And there was a guy and a girl, and they looked like obviously professional dancers. And Jay was like, not us? That's rude. She's like, I've been coming here for years. You never asked me that.
That is so funny.
This is the things that happens to my bestie and I, Jay, because we're like, that was really awkward. We lit up. We were like, no. No, the people behind us were like, yeah, we are, obviously.
Oh my God,
like,
that is so funny.
Oh, you're talking to them, not us. Anyway, so that's the thing consuming my life. But back to CelebriTEA. Here's some really cool news. I thought this was really awesome.
Just reminds me those awkward people like wave when you're like
waving. I do that all the time, by the way, too. People will be waving at the person behind you, and you're like, hey. Oh, not me.
Not me. Oh.
It's like when you say you too.
Yeah.
When someone's like, have a nice flight, you too. And you're getting out of the car service, and you're like, not what I meant.
God.
No. Anyway, that totally was one of my favorite bar stories that I can't believe I never told you
You've
that.
never said that. That's so funny.
Yeah. For real happened.
I know.
And then we were like shamed, like so rude.
Never went back to that bar studio again.
I was like,
oh
okay.
man, that's funny.
Here's CelebriTEA Kurt Cobain.
Yes.
Who was the lead singer of Nirvana and was married to Courtney Love, who was the lead singer of Courtney Love's band.
Cole.
Hole. Yeah.
Hole.
And Kurt Cobain and Courtney Love's daughter, Frances Bean, just married Tony Hawk's son, Riley, who Tony Hawk is the famous skateboarder.
Yeah.
What a match made in heaven.
Yeah.
Very cool. Both of them, you see them, they're gorgeous, but like in a really cool, like edgy.
Yeah.
I feel like they're bringing the 90s back. And get
So
this, Michael Stipe, who is the lead singer of REM, officiated the wedding.
That's such an amazing story. I love that.
I'm like, Kurt Cobain and Tony Hawk's like kids.
Yeah.
How amazing is that?
That is a great combination.
And they're gorgeous.
I gotta see
They're
it.
gorgeous in like a really cool way, not in like a weird influencer way.
Right.
Like a cool
Edgy 1990
grunge
vibe.
skater way.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I thought that was the coolest story.
That is cool.
Okay. And you know Britney Spears wrote a book?
Yeah.
And I'm saying, I don't know how much of it Britney Spears quote wrote. You know what I mean?
But it, like this sale on it, I just think it brought in like so much money.
I was just saying, she's celebrating being the highest celebrity selling memoir in history.
Mm-hmm. Honestly.
Really? Do people not
really want to read it?
I used my Audible credit.
You did? Alyssa did it. Alyssa, Michael,
they're
did you buy
there
it?
for
Michelle Williams is narrating it.
Who is it?
Michelle Williams.
Michelle
Oh,
Williams
wow.
is narrating it?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you see one of the things in her book is that she auditioned for The Notebook,
No.
and they said it was a really hard choice between her and Rachel McAdams.
Wow.
That she like was really amazing at it.
Yeah. She did a couple movies, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But I was
She's
like,
a great actress.
No.
yeah, I can't picture it. But and there's a bunch of other stuff in her book that I'm like, whoa, there's some tea in there. And then, you know, it's funny because it's like totally eclipsing Jada put her book out, and John Stamos
You're right.
put his book out,
Right.
and they're just like bad timing.
Yeah. Britney dropped.
There
I
was
love it.
more. There were more Jada Pinkett Smith interviews on Howard Stern.
Really?
Again, that put the other ones to shame.
Oh my gosh.
You guys have to. I wish we had clips of them. I can't even impersonate them. She's getting crazier by the minute.
Right.
And she was talking to this one. I don't even know who this interviewer was, but she's like off the charts insane. She was like, we've learned, right? She always says, right. I hate that.
I know.
You know, right? We've learned to navigate, Will and I, the 3D world, but the inner world.
What?
And she like whispers, is so powerful, you know, right? Right.
What?
I'm like, what in God's name are you
Are
even
you
talking about?
Like, that's nuts.
Are you from the Down Under? Should we
Right.
get you in touch with Josie? Like,
crazy.
what are you talking about?
Yeah,
and
that's
then
wild.
she's like, you know, Will has learned to suffer, but he suffers differently. He suffers differently. And she's like, I just think, you know, one day I hope we write a book together. And the interviewer's like, that would be so incredible. And I'm like, would it? Is that what we need in the world?
Right.
Is another book
my
about
God.
Will and Jada? Like, why?
Yeah. No.
The inner world. I'm like, what is she? Why is? And then Howard and Robin. Howard's like, Robin, why are we whispering? And she's like, because I'm crazy.
Oh my God. I love Robin.
I was like,
It's
I
so
know.
funny.
It's just so insane.
It is insane.
And then somebody called in and they said what I said, and I'm not the expert. This person was, and they said that it's clearly like she's a narcissist.
Yeah.
And I don't know about Will Smith or what his deal is, but nothing is ever her fault. It's all what he can do better and what he can,
Right.
how he's
What
learning
he
and
needs to work
navigating.
on. Yeah.
And classic narcissism. And it's so important. It's almost impossible to recognize the signs when you're in it.
Yeah.
When somebody is chipping you away or breaking you
Well,
down.
yeah, when you're the victim.
or making you put them on that pedestal, like the love bombing,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
It's so hard to recognize. But it can clearly ruin your life if you are with somebody that does that to you. And it's very difficult to escape.
It is. And
So-
like you said, it's hard to recognize. But once
Somebody-
you do recognize it,
Get out. Will Smith. Run. Anyway, I don't know Will Smith. Maybe he's nuts too. But anyway, so I think that was funny that Britney's like crushing Jada Pinkett's book. I'm like,
I know. But,
I don't
you
know.
know, there are Britney, like, mega fans. Like, you know, you know how, like, Gaga's fans are called monsters? Or I don't know what her fans are called. They
I
gotta
don't know.
have a name.
look, she was an icon. She is an icon.
Yeah.
She
It's
saved
just,
a lot of ways.
what's happening to her?
I don't know.
You know, like did you see the knives video?
Nope.
She's
They were
literally.
props. They weren't real knives.
Oh, they were props?
Yeah. She got them from a Halloween store. She said it in the comment.
Oh, okay.
Says Alyssa, who is a mega fan of Brittany and reads the memoir and reads the comments of Brittany's Instagram.
Oh, she's here for the tea.
So she's doing it for work. Right. It's research. It's obviously research. I'm like, listen, Brittany was awesome. Okay, so the one thing I watched also, I'm just giving everybody like recipes.
Yeah, I love it.
books. I watched, Kinsey made me, Daisy Jones and the Six.
Okay.
Oh, I loved it. It's a good book too.
Oh my God. Because I've been obsessed with Fleetwood Mac.
Oh, okay.
And it's basically about Fleetwood Mac. Without saying it's about Fleetwood Mac, it's clearly...
A movie?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a series.
Okay.
It's
on
a
Netflix?
series on Hulu.
Okay.
Maybe. Netflix. One of those. I never know. But it's Riley Keough plays like the Stevie Nicks character.
Okay.
Lisa Marie Presley's daughter. She's amazing.
Amazing.
She is so good.
I love that.
The series was great. We watched
Okay.
the whole thing, and it was really cool. And Stevie Nicks was quoted saying, "It feels like she was watching. It feels like she was watching memories of her life."
Oh, that's so cool.
And it was. I highly recommend Daisy Jones and the Six.
Okay.
It was good, and I think it was good for not the whole family, but like tweens.
Yeah, they could watch
tweens
it.
and up. There wasn't anything like. I mean, I guess there's
Too.
like some drug use,
Okay.
but nothing like.
Right.
Nothing they don't see on the Disney Channel. These
Right,
days, pretty much.
exactly.
It's crazy.
The book is awesome.
The book is awesome.
Yeah. Alyssa says read the book too.
There is I wanted to tell you, Morning Show started their new season on Apple.
Okay. Did you watch it?
No.
Because I tried to watch it.
Yeah.
Girl, I had to stop again. The way they put every social issue, they cram every
it's about the-
possible social issue into one episode.
Okay. I see.
You're just like,
yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
how much more there's
Yeah.
like an Elon Musk character, and you're just like every single thing you can imagine.
you don't recommend.
It's crammed. I'm not enjoying it.
Okay.
But I do. Now I want you to watch it
Yeah.
so that we
Yeah,
can
yeah,
talk about it and you can validate whether I'm right or not.
Right. Exactly. I do have news for you.
Okay.
Guess what I'm doing this weekend?
I don't know.
Gonna go see the Eras tour in the movie theater.
Oh, good. Oh my God. So
Yeah.
fun.
I'm excited.
I was like, what?
What are you doing?
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
no, I'm
that's great.
excited.
Are you taking Pearl and
Yeah,
Everly?
Yeah. Well, Pearl. Everly won't.
She doesn't want to do it yet. Who are you going with? Your sisters and stuff?
And my nieces, yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
it'll
I'm
be
so
fun.
jealous.
It'll be fun. I'll tell you how it is.
I want to go. I'm hoping it's still going on. I would love to do it when I'm in Phoenix over Thanksgiving. I want to take
with
my
all the
niece,
girls. Yeah.
Pierce.
So cute.
The girls have already been. Of course, they'll go again.
Right.
As long as I'm buying.
Yeah.
But you got to get the cup.
Okay.
The Taylor Swift cup.
All right.
And Kinsey got the popcorn bucket. It's awesome.
All
I'm
right.
so into it. I'm so into this Taylor Swift.
Well, I think it's.
Kelsey.
I was thinking about. Has anybody else done this? New Kids on the Block did this.
What?
Like
movie?
Movie premiere of their concerts.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
I think Beyonce did it.
My sisters went to it, and I had to watch it on pay-per-view. I was so upset.
But but it's I don't know. Is it behind? It's just the concert. I don't think it's like behind the scenes and them getting on and off the
Right,
tour bus. It's
exactly.
just the concert.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm excited. I want to relive the concert again, and I love the music. And I think she and Travis Kelce are so cute. Did you see they were on Saturday Night Live together?
No. Aw.
So cute because they were doing a thing about the NFL. They were making fun of how the NFL is so they're like on this Taylor Swift craze,
Right.
And so they had like NFL, like
Fan,
they were making
yeah.
fun of the commentators.
Oh my God, so
all the
funny.
And they were like, today's game, there's the emotions run deep, and they were like, this team and this team, they got bad blood, and then they were like, now we got.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
And they were trying to work in like Taylor Swift into everything. It was
That's
funny.
so
And they're
funny.
like, let's go to the field for somebody that knows about football, and it was Travis Kelce. And
So cute.
And then she introduced Ice Spice as the musical guest. Everybody's going crazy.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's awesome.
I think I'm excited. I'm excited for this relationship. To stay on the sports news, Arizona Diamondbacks World Series.
Ooh.
Made it to the World Series, clinched it last night.
That's awesome.
So this is when I become a fan.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a when you're in the World Series, I'm a fan.
Same. I'm the same way.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like all about it. The Diamondbacks are huge in Arizona. Everyone loves them. They actually have a swimming pool in the outfield of the stadium
What?
that you can rent for groups.
That's awesome.
And every time there's a hit, like they have fountains that go up
That's so
and the roof
cool.
opens. It closes for the heat, but it also opens. And
That's
it's
so cool.
It's a great stadium. Of course, now they're going to ask for a new one
Why?
because that's what sports teams do.
Okay.
every 10 years that everybody wants a new stadium. And this is why I try to tell people building sports stadiums is not a great business to get in.
Right.
Because then 10 years, they're going to want a new one.
Right.
But anyway, whatever. They're in the World Series against the Texas Rangers. It starts this weekend.
Yay.
So I will be watching and rooting for my Diamondbacks.
Congrats.
Like how they're all of a sudden mine.
Yeah.
Because they're in the World Series.
Yeah.
But I'm not rooting for the Texas Rangers because
Right.
I've never been a Texas baseball fan. Okay, so I wanted to tell you about that. Hold on. I had some other... a lot of tea coming out of Dancing with the Stars. Are you watching Dancing with the Stars?
No, I can't.
First of all, Carrie Ann Inaba, I cannot take her comments.
Okay.
Although I love her outfits.
Yeah.
She's slaying the fits.
Okay. All right.
Okay. As Tegan would say, her outfits eat. Oh. That's the new thing now.
Jeez.
It doesn't slap anymore. It eats.
Okay.
I know. Which I think is kind of gross. I don't know why that's a thing. But it used to be it slaps.
It's so funny. Dan sent me a TikTok about like teenage talk.
Yeah.
And what all of it means. And like your son and whatever. I was dying because I'm like, I don't know half of this.
Yeah.
Like Braden's favorite thing to say is chat.
Chat?
Yeah. Like, what's for dinner? Chicken nuggets. Chat, Mom. Chat.
Chat means like cool?
Yeah.
Oh, that's new.
Yeah. I'm like, what?
I haven't.
Chat.
Oh, okay. See?
Or I think it's the old bet.
Bet.
Remember?
Right. Yeah.
Like,
does
are
he
you
still
going
say
to
bruh?
you going to the city tomorrow? Bet.
It's better than what my kids say sometimes, which is your mom.
No, they say
Are you
your
doing that,
mom
your
all
mom?
the time. Yeah.
At least that's old school.
Right in.
Like what their kids say.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
it.
that's a good
Michael wants
idea.
you to tell us what your kids say.
Yeah, I
that's
like
a
that.
good one, and we could go through that. We could have some fun with that.
Right? Like, what is the definition?
Yes.
I love it.
And in fact, real quick, before we get back into Dancing with the Stars, speaking of people that have written in.
Yes, we got some reviews.
Yes. Where are they? I can't see them. But we have a couple. We got a new review from Dee Dee, and we got something from
Brian.
Brian. Thank you. He says, "Hey guys, love the weekly podcast. I now live in Fort Myers, Florida, but I lived in Nassau County until 2015, and I never miss a podcast."
I love that.
Hey, hot tea.
I think that's so awesome. And thanks for your review, Dee Dee. This podcast is an absolute gem. Kristen and Sharon are hysterical, make me laugh out loud. I look forward to hearing what fun things are going on each week and tips on how to live my best Long Island life. I feel so much pride to live on Long Island because of this podcast.
Oh my gosh.
That
is
is so cute.
So sweet, Dee Dee. Thank you. You guys, please go on and leave us a 5-star review.
$5 off merch.
And you get $5 off merch, which you can buy our hot tea merch. I wonder if we have any of the how you doing mugs left.
I think so, yeah.
The coffee mugs, how you doing?
That's a good
so
Christmas
you get
present.
some merch, and you can get $5 off. All right, last before we finish up, Dancing with the Stars, there's just so much tea. There's like everyone's coupling up on the show. You know, Mauricio, have you heard this, Michael? He and Kyle are officially split. Kyle is the housewife. And now he's hooking up with his dancing partner.
Of course.
They were seen holding hands. I'm like,
course.
Okay. And then there's some influencer who's with this dancing partner. And, it's, you know, he's known to be a playboy and he's 26. And it's her first season. She's 18, right out of high school. I'm like, I don't know. That's annoying.
That is annoying.
Dancing with the Stars is okay, but.
I totally binged Love is Blind.
Right? It's crazy.
It was so crazy.
Oh my God. I watched the whole thing.
I loved, what was his name? Oh, man.
Oh, he was amazing. It starts with an M, not Mauricio. The tall guy, the super tall one.
Yeah, bald.
Yes.
Loved him.
No, not the bald guy. That's Izzy.
Izzy, I loved him.
You loved Izzy.
Yeah.
I loved this super tall guy. They got married.
Oh, yes, the one that they...
Oh,
yeah, they were so cute.
Speaking of narcissists,
Yeah.
that other guy, Uche,
Yeah.
Uche was a total narcissist,
So
and he
crazy.
tried to manipulate everyone. And the other guy, I can't think of his name. It's not Montel or Mauricio. I don't know. If
Malvern.
Malvern.
Something like that.
Anyway,
He was so cute. He reminded me of my nephew.
He's like 6'5" or 6'7",
Yeah.
and he's a genius.
Yeah.
He's like so ridiculously smart that it'll blow your mind, and I love it because Uche tried to like confront him about the girl that they
Right.
did, and he just said, you know, it's cool. We're on different planes. We're on different dimensions, and that's okay. Our perspectives are completely different. He's like, it's like the Pythagorean theorem, and when A has X and B, and Uche was like, that guy, Milton. Thank you, Michael.
That's it. He's
Milton.
so cute.
He was so smart. It was a master class in shutting down that kind of nonsense because he just started talking about the Pythagorean theorem. And Uche was like, he looked at him and he goes, yeah, but is she treating you right? Or
he's
she
trying
good?
to
And he's
off
like,
course
no, I'm super great. And he couldn't even deal with how dumb this guy was.
Oh my God.
It's worth watching.
It is worth watching.
Just for that.
Yeah.
I loved Love is Blind. And then that's
But they didn't announce any other shows. They normally announce
yeah, it's crazy. It was great. It was a very bizarre season, but good. I liked it. And just in closing, Golden Bachelor is having ratings highs of the entire Bachelor franchise, the highest ratings in over 3 years.
I love that.
Everyone loves it. I challenge you to watch it and not cry every episode.
Oh,
it's
okay.
so
I
sweet.
love it.
It's so sweet, and it's just really genuine. And I'm like, maybe it takes the most men being married for 40 years and then makes me to realize how to treat a woman.
Right. Exactly.
The guy's got it dialed in.
That's so cute.
I love the show, so I'm super into that too. So hopefully we gave you some things to watch and cook and eat. And make sure you keep tuning in and tell us your suggestions. If you have a great recipe or a holiday hack, let us know. We'll share it.
Yeah. Tell us how your
With our
teenage
views.
kids talk, what you think they mean.
And what it means so that when they say that at our house, we know.
Exactly.
That's a great one. And we're giving away Josie's book this week. I'm sure, I don't know if it'll still be up, but this is up. But and go Diamondbacks.
Go Diamondbacks.
I know. All right. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
The Long Island Tea Podcast is brought to you by Discover Long Island. For exclusive access to contests and promotions, follow the Long Island Tea Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And for questions, comments, and collaborative inquiries, email spillthetea@discoverlongisland.com.